So, unfortunately, while we're here on vacation in the Outer Banks in North Carolina, about 3 blocks down, 2 nights ago there was a fire, and one of the rental vacation houses burnt down, and it pretty much destroyed the house next to it, and I guess damaged pretty badly another house that was nearby. But 3 people ended up passing away in this fire. So that was sad to hear. I heard the sirens at probably 2:30 in the morning, and that's when the fire had started. They thought maybe a propane tank blew up and started the fire, but there were 2 adults and 1 teen. Sad to hear. They were renters. They were people who were here on vacation, just like we are. And I've seen people do sessions for those that have passed away, and I just felt like I would try a session to see if maybe I could connect with these folks, see if they're okay, see if they need any direction toward the light. Because there's so many people that don't even really think about these things. And then when they pass away, I feel like they're confused, and that's why there's so many souls, so many spirits wandering around on the earth. I'm going to have a whole podcast coming up on my thoughts on why this is so. I've really been kind of thinking about this in different terms, and I think there's a more metaphysical school of thought that I may subscribe to, other than the general ideas of why souls get stuck here on earth. But at any rate, let's turn up the volume, turn on the sound, and see if we can connect to these folks and see if they're okay. So I'm saying hello to the spirit world. My name is Paul. My name is Paul. I come in love, peace, and respect. And I'm wondering if I could connect with the 3 people who passed away in the fire in the Outer Banks near the Jolly Roger restaurant.
Yeah.
Can any of those folks hear me? Are any of those folks still around? I hear there were 3.
Together.
All right, together. So there were 2 adults and 1 teen.
Time to join in. I know it can.
Are all of you okay? Or maybe I should start out by saying, do you know what happened to you? Do you know that?
This is Ed.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Ed. I don't know the names of any of the people who perished in that fire. Were you one of them, Ed?
To get same day delivery. About her to the phone. Right.
Do all of you know that you're in spirit now? That you passed away in that fire?
Delivered. 112. Live.
Do you know what? Do you know when the fire? Do you know what caused the fire?
Essential. Delivered. Money.
I hope none of you suffered. It's tragic that you passed, but I hope there was no pain or suffering involved in that. Do any of you need help finding your way to what comes next in the afterlife?
And that. Out the pay. 200.
It sounded like a double yes.
Dave.
It's nice to hear from you, Dave. I think someone said their name was Dave right there.
Many. All over.
So did that yes mean that you need help finding what
They get a finish.
Is there some,
Outside of me.
is there something you feel you need to finish here on Earth? Sounded like in light. I'm glad you're in the light. And if any of you are still here, I would encourage you to go into the light.
We have an edit. Time with.
And this is where you'll find your loved ones.
Half a second.
People that care about you, waiting for you. You can all be together again. Look for the light. Just ask for the light.
Living. Melody.
A lot of people, when they pass, feel there's something they need to stay here on Earth to do or to accomplish, or something they're afraid to leave. And I hope none of you will fall into. I hope none of you will fall into that trap and get stuck here. Move on to what comes next. You'll be much happier there.
All right. Thing. Second. With low.
Have you all gone into the light now?
Issue. Our signature. Motion sometimes.
These answers might be a little. These answers might be a little bit choppy because sometimes spirits who have just crossed over may not have the energy or the know-how to use the technology or the energy to send the words through on a radio EVP. And that's okay. You can answer with yes, no, or any other short words or answers that help get your point across.
Can be.
So try not to stay in this world. I know you pass suddenly. And there are things and people that are important to you that are still here. Say your goodbyes, but then move into the light. Yes, that is good to know. There's a lot of people don't know these things, and we can get very confused after we pass.
Purchase these, but you.
So just to confirm, could you answer yes or no, please? Have I been communicating with the folks who perished in the fire in the Outer Banks in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina? And this is who I've been communicating with. Keep sounding like they're saying we're outside. Are you outside right now? Well, I'm going to close this session out. I appreciate any answers that you have given. And I really hope that you will move into the light and find peace and happiness there. And I hope this conversation has been helpful. Is there one of you that it wasn't helpful? Repent. Does someone feel like they need to repent before they move into the light? Does it say I was always in the office? Did someone maybe feel like they worked too much?
Nobody.
Well, realize all of us have made mistakes in life, and you don't have to beat yourself up over it or punish yourself over it. You can simply acknowledge your mistake, turn to God, and just say heartfelt, tell Him from your heart that you're sorry and that you wish to enter the light, and the light will open for you. You don't have to make this your purgatory and punish yourself. We all have issues, my friend. None of us feel worthy. None of us feel worthy. But God is spirit. God is all love. The place we call heaven is filled with light and love, and that's where you belong. And so I hope you'll just turn to God and say you're sorry and ask the light to be opened. Ask the angels to come for you. Ask your loved ones to come for you.
5 years.
So do you feel okay to move into the light now? I feel like this is the gentleman speaking. Do you feel like this was your fault, that the fire was your fault? Is that why you're saying these things? And I feel there's a certain heaviness around you. Are you blaming yourself for what happened?
You go about doing.
Well, that's true. You can't blame yourself. We all make mistakes. Accidents happen. And this was certainly an accident.
One is you don't.
So again, I ask you to make peace and move into the light. And they'll help you heal in the light emotionally, spiritually. Help is on the other side. All the help and healing that you'll need, and your family. Yes, there are people there that will help. I am sure about that. A lot of people have had breath. Sound like vacation. Were you on vacation? Well, I know you were on vacation, renting the house.
They're only. It helps keep my.
I hope someone just said that I helped them out, or helped them lots.
.org. I was thinking.
But I was saying, someone asked If I was sure about that.
No, Michael.
And a lot of people have had brushes with death and seen the other side and how loving and healing it is. All the angels and people that are there to help. You'll definitely be okay in the light. And after this session, I will check in. I will check in again with all of you to make sure that you're okay. And I hope that you'll all make peace with your loved ones and say goodbye and move on. I hope that you're all in the light the next time I check in. So all of you be at peace.
No, but
And don't condemn yourselves to walk the earth for years and years. Move on to something better. Accidents happen.
do we know?
Do we know what?
Fault with everyone. Oh my goodness.
Do any of you have any questions you would like to ask? Anything you'd like to say?
There are people a few years.
Well, I'm going to end this session now. Again, I thank you for talking. I hope this was helpful, and I hope all of you will move on to a happier and better place. And I will check in on all of you again in another week or two to see how you're doing. And again, don't blame yourself. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't look to punish yourself. Don't look to punish yourself.
My goodness,
Pray for Michael. I will certainly do that. I'll certainly I don't know who he was, but I will keep him in my prayers. So thank you again for communicating. And Michael, if you're someone who passed away in the fire, take it easy on yourself. And I'll talk to you all again soon. So bye. So bye. Okay, I'll wait a few moments. Is there something you want to say?
see or not. I just like it.
You just like you just like communicating. You just like being heard. Is that what you're saying?
Be rid of you.
Well, I do have to end this session now. But again, you take care of yourselves. Don't beat yourselves up.
Drink together.
Stay together.
And eat.
And look to move on. You'll be much, much happier moving into the light. Trust me when I tell you that. There's someone calling. There's someone calling my name.
Bitch. Execute. Other than.
Well, again, thank all of you for communicating, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay together and
More. Just.
stay together. Know this was an accident. Know that we all make mistakes in life, and know that you're all going to be okay. So you all take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now, and God bless.